Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Coffee with Katie. This is my Shakespearean insults mug. I used to have one that it was a different style of mug, and I had a love quotes and a insults quotes one, and my mom actually broke both of them. So that's fine, but I have this guy too. So today's video is going to be my August TBR game. So sorry if the angle or everything looks weird. I'm actually like sitting on my knees right now in front of the bookshelves filming because I have a different setup today because I'm going to be trying the roll the dice TBR game for my August TBR. And if you don't remember what that is, in Fairyloot we got this little thing and it was called Roll the Dice TBR game, and it came with a 20-side die in this little pouch. You open it up and it's this really like heavy little die, and then little prompts so you can fill out these prompts which corresponds to every number on the die. So I thought that would be a fun little game, and I was going to try it for my August TBR and see how it goes, see if it becomes a thing, see if I go back and forth, and it's kind of a special occasion type game. But I just wanted to give it a shot, see how you all liked it, see how it went. The only thing I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do is how to film myself like this and how to film the dice below me on this table. So I'm gonna just have to like take it off and put it back on. So if the angle changes and stuff, I'm sorry, bear with me. I've never done this before. I'm trying to figure it out as I go. So basically what I did is I filled out prompts for every single number on the die, and some of them are specific books and some of them are just prompts like a short book, starting a series, a really hyped book, etc. So once I roll and get the number, I will tell you what corresponds with it. You understand, you can figure this out, you know how this is gonna go. And then I will pick out the books and talk to you about the books once I figure out the book that fits the prompt. So with that, let's get rolling. So we're gonna do the first roll here. Okay, so for the first roll, I got an 8, and that is a book from a previous TBR that you didn't finish or that you didn't read. So for this one, I decided to go with Winter Song by S.J. Jones. This was, I believe, in my May TBR, and I just didn't have time to get to it. So it looks like this is going to be the first book on my TBR for August. And I don't know if I said this previously, but I'm probably going to do 6 to 8 rolls, depending on what I get, because I don't want to be unrealistic on what I can actually finish in a month, especially during the summer when I'm more hyped and active. So let that be known. So basically what this is, girl is trying to rescue her sister from the Goblin King. And this says, the last night of the year, now the days of winter begin, and the Goblin King rides abroad searching for his bride. And it just sounds like a very magical Caraval-esque story. I've heard that if you love Caraval, you will like this book. So I do want to read it, so hopefully I can get to it in August as my first reading prompt. All right. Okay, so that roll was number 4, which is A Queen of Air and Darkness by Cassandra Clare. So, I mean, that's a good thing because The Dark Artifices is the series I'm trying to get through before I get to the Last Hour series, and that's the final book in the Dark Artifices series. But that book, the audiobook is 30 hours long, and if you just look at the book in the store, it's like that thick as a paperback. So I'm a little intimidated by that, but we can do it. So that's the next book on my TBR for August, A Queen of Air and Darkness. Okay. Oh, gotta roll again. Okay, it's a 5. Maybe I need to work on my rolling. I mean, hopefully that gets better. But so the third book we're gonna be reading in August was, the roll was for number 5, which was All the Tides of Fate by Adeline Grace, which is a part of the All the Stars and Teeth duology. It is book 2, the first one being All the Stars and Teeth. I did read All the Stars and Teeth, and I have the audiobook of All the Tides of Fate, so I just have to also get to that one in August. Oh gosh. Going well. This is fun, but scary. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, I rolled 3, which is All Systems Red by Martha Wells, which I'm kind of happy about because this is a short book, very short, and this is the first novella in the Murderbot Diaries. And this has actually been something that I've been really curious about and think I would really enjoy, but just never picked up, so I'm gonna have to pick this up in August. Okay, and for that I rolled a 13, which is a very hyped book. I debated this for a while because I really, and it's nothing against this author, but I really didn't want to pick up another one of this author's works because I'm going through a series of them right now. So once I finish that, I don't want to pick up another series by them. But I was debating it, and I feel like of all of the options, I was thinking it was the most hyped book. So that would be Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I have never read Throne of Glass, and you may be asking yourself, why do you have the collector's edition of Throne of Glass if you've never read it? I will tell you. I found this for $10, brand new, and to go into Barnes & Noble or a similar store and buy the paperback of Throne of Glass, it was also $10. So I opted for the pretty version. So I guess this is on my TBR for August. I really didn't want to do that, but it's okay. We'll see how it goes. Give me a good one. Already got that one, so let's roll again. Okay, so for that turn, I rolled a 20, which is a book with bad reviews. I'm kind of nervous because I'm afraid this is going to put me in a reading slump. I'm going to kind of use that loosely because I think all books have bad reviews because all books are not written for everyone and not everybody enjoys the same books. However, I'm going to choose one that I personally really want to read, but I haven't heard the greatest things about it. But it's not universally hated either, and that is King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. I really wanted to read this because it is about Nikolai. I finally finished Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom and the Grisha trilogy and all of that to be able to get to this, and I haven't heard the best things about it. I was actually looking up to see if it had, I know all books have bad reviews, but I was actually looking up on Goodreads some of the reviews, some of the 1-star reviews for this book, and somebody said DNF'd, this wasn't good at all. 1.5 stars, not rounding it up. It was a major disappointment. Couldn't even finish this. The worst fanfic I've ever read in my life. What? It's written by Leigh Bardugo. I'm sorry, but this is just dreadful. So as you can see, not everyone is a fan. So for my own sanity, because I really want to read this duology for Nikolai, I'm going to add this to the August TBR. Got that, so we'll roll again. For that turn, I rolled a 2, which is Rage by Cora Carmack. So I'm not mad about this. I really enjoyed reading Roar, and I am curious to see what happens and curious to see how the characters expand in this second book and to see what happens in the story arc. But I'm gonna be a little sad because Rain was supposed to come out this month and it's not coming out this month, and I don't know when it's coming out. So I'm sure once I finish this, I will have some rage because I will not have any conclusion in sight. And this is gonna be the last roll. Okay, and the last prompt I rolled was number 19, which is a spicy book. And honestly, besides A Court of Thorns and Roses and all Sarah J. Maas content, I was trying to think of what else I would have on my shelf that would go under that category, and this is what I came up with. Blood and Honey by Shelby Murin, because I did read Serpent and Dove, and there was some spice in that, so I'm assuming there will be spice in this. So, and I have really been wanting to get to the sequel, and I just haven't done that yet, and I actually kind of wanted to read this in August, so that's a happy accident. So Blood and Honey is going to be the last prompt for this TBR game. Not gonna lie, guys, I'm pretty intimidated by this TBR, and I'm not sure it was a good idea. But I'm going to do my best. I'm going to try to read as many as possible. Queen of Air and Darkness is going to take so much of my energy and concentration because it's so long. Hopefully it's good. I don't know. And thankfully I've got little novella like this. But a lot of these books are not short, so I'm scared. And I have so many. Yeah. We'll see how I do after August is over and see how many of these books I read. and then we can decide if this was fun, if we want to do this again, if I just want to accept that I'm a mood reader of myself. We'll see. Alright everyone, well that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked this, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe if you want to, and please let me know if you would like to continue to see these TBR games, and we can try to create one together if you wanted. I hope you guys have a great summer reading. Stay safe and caffeinated. Bye.